Disclaimer: any opinions, findings, and conclusions or recommendations expressed in this presentation are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the views of the University of Louisville. Welcome, everyone, to the final episode of the Pandemic Preparedness Project. It's been an amazing series, and today we're closing things out with one of the most important topics yet: global trends, supplies, and strategic planning. I'm Sheldon, and I'm here one last time with Trey, Ingram, and Carlos.
Our final conversation ties together with everything we discussed so far. And as always, we're pulling from management, a practical introduction, especially Chapter 6, which explains the three types of planning managers rely on: operational, tactical, and strategic. These planning levels form the backbone of pandemic readiness.
And one of the biggest lessons we learned while researching for this podcast is that pandemics don't start in one place and just stay there. Hospitals need to be aware of global healthcare trends, new variants, rising case numbers, and vaccine updates because global problems become local and fast.
Exactly. Strategic planning starts with environmental scanning, looking outward, not just inward. When hospital monitor global data, they get the early warning signs they need to prepare supplies, adjust staffing, and communicate risk.
And honestly, the future of healthcare depends on this kind of mindset. Being globally aware means we're being ready.
So let's revisit the three planning levels we've talked about throughout the series. Today, they're really going to come together.
Operational planning is short term, week to week decisions. During a pandemic, that includes testing schedules and daily proctorial updates.
Tactical planning is used for medium term, usually month to month planning. For example, preparing for seasonal surges, renewing supply contracts, or arranging vaccination clinics.
And strategic planning equivalent to long-term decisions made years in advance. Things like upgrading hospital infrastructure, building reserve stockpiles, and investing in new technologies.
And the most important part, strategic planning. It minimizes damages before a crisis even begins. That's the message of this episode, and honestly, the message of our entire series.
Another thing that we've stressed repeatedly is the importance of hospitals having up-to-date equipment and supplies.
Right. During COVID 19, supply shortages caused major stress for both staffs and patients. Chapter 6 reminds us that resource planning is a core managerial responsibility. If administrators don't prepare ahead, hospitals will fall behind fast.
And then there's vaccine preparedness, which we want to highlight as our finale's key takeaway. Hospitals must plan how to store vaccines, how to administer them efficiently, and how to track doses for staffs and patients.
Plus, vaccine hesitancy won't magically disappear. Managers needs to communicate plans, part of tactical planning, to educate and encourage participation. Hospitals can't function if the staff gets sick. Vaccine planning literally protects the workforce.
And as we wrap up this final episode, it's clear how all four topics we've covered: leadership, work, environment, innovation, and planning come together.
Managers must create healthy cultures, embrace innovation, prioritize staff well being, and think years ahead.
And most importantly, hospitals can't wait for the next pandemic to start preparing. Planning begins now.
Preparedness is not a one-time checklist. It's an ongoing mindset.
And if there's one thing we hope listeners take away, it's that strategic planning saves lives.
And with that, we officially conclude the Pandemic Preparedness Podcast. Thank you for joining us on this journey.
We hope our discussions help connect management theory to real world healthcare challenges.
And maybe even inspired future hospital administrations among our listeners.
Stay informed, stay prepared, and keep planning ahead.
Thanks for listening, and goodbye from all of us.